plane has to land there and you have to do something. So he was not able to sit in his chair even for 1 minute. So what had to be done? So the other person was told to fly this, continue with this. He was not at all confident, but they said, no, this has to happen. But it happened, so he could safely land on a particular or at a particular place. How did this happen? They said there was a particular, whatever SOPs we write, systematically how everything has to go on, which was recorded. So they told him, keep reading, step by step. So each procedure, what has to be done, he knew only basics of it. And they said you could do it, somehow you need to land, and it was possible for the very raw person who just knew very little about it to fly that, continue, then land at a particular point. So what does it speak about? So we saw that it is a system which matters. So you establish a system. So I'm there as HOD pathology, I establish a system. So anybody comes next also, they know how to run the system. That is what is very essential. So otherwise each one of us will run our system in a different way or in our own way. So let us just look at this system. And this is what we have been doing for NABH accreditation. So the job description. So an assistant professor, associate professor enters a particular department, what he has to do. And Dr. Arun Kumar, anesthesia professor and HOD, is successful. So he has very nicely done the job description from top to bottom. But everybody, what each one has to do. So even in the absence of that particular professor or HOD, the others would run the system in and establish what was established manual. So when we were talking about the system, this was the picture Manjula gave it to me. So why did she give this? So when we talk about system, what comes into your mind? So to her it was McDonald which came into her mind. What comes to your mind?
Shoe rail.
Shoe rail.
I compared that to my shoe rail.
Okay. So what else? Probably for a medical student, he may say all the systems in the body. What system comes? When we talk about system, what comes to our mind? Yes? Computers working as a system. An organization, a university. There are so many things that come. So what is so special? Say whenever you go to any McDonald's outlet, don't they function in a similar way? 5 minutes we serve you, otherwise your money is back, or 2 minutes, and the taste, everything. So many outlets, so they can maintain that. That means they have a system. They say there's some 760 steps or something that is written down, each one has to follow and it runs. So when a shop like McDonald's would run it, why can't they run an educational system in that way? It is not possible because intellectual is also very from the same thing. So very nice true quote by Dr. Setu says the problem is that physicians of tomorrow are taught by teachers of today using the curriculum of yesterday. Many times we do feel that still in pathology we continue to make the student do Benedict's test, which even we do not do in our central lab. Some skill has to be learned, so we feel the skill, psychomotor skill, a student has to learn in pathology is only Benedict's. See, that is outdated, but still we are teaching them. So we have Malaysians over there in JJMC, to them also we are teaching the same thing. So this is exactly who is good when we read about this quote. So the objectives for this session, at the end of the session, we should be able to define what is a system. Then describe medical education from a systems perspective. Then role of an educator as a system specialist in education education planning. So we are all educators, we are all teachers. We are not just mere teachers. So we should call ourselves or see ourselves at the level of a systems specialist. There's not many other things we need to do as medical teachers. So then what is analyzed here? System analysis. We are analyzing a specific educational situation and finding ourselves to medical education. So why? Our goal is to be, we are all good teachers. And none of us say that we are bad teachers. So good could be made better, better could be made still. So much of scope for us to be better, best. And many of the people are using best, the superlative, they say bestest also. That means there's so much scope. So let us look at that. So who is the target group? So teachers, principals, librarians, administrators. That is a group of people who are involved into this educational system, not just teachers. And what needs to be done? Once we know what is the system, so we are at the working level. We are talking about this at the working level. So we need to identify the strength and weakness of the existing system at our level. So plan to improve it. So find out the strength, weakness, then plan and try to get it implemented. So that is very important. So the principal role in the system approach in educational technology is to help improve the overall efficiency and effectiveness of teaching learning process. So again, we call this as internal efficiency. Because when we say, oh, we are there bound or managed by somebody else, a higher authority, what is the use if I do it? That is the external effectiveness. But internal effectiveness, each one of us is there as a teacher, as departmental head, or a teacher in the department. So our department definitely could do better. So definition as it is given there. We define system approaches. It's a functional entity which consists of a number of interdependent and interrelated components. So meaning of a system is, it is a set of interrelated parts. These parts are unified as a whole, and each and every part is equally. Systems put together work as one. So human body as a system, car, university. Anything, whatever we see, from now on, anything we see, we should look at it as a system. So let us look at ourselves also as a system, teachers as a system. So I'll tell you what process is there in the system approach, so that helps us to improve. So the system depends on goals. So unless we have the goal, it is undefined. So we do not define a goal, so we don't know where to reach, what to do. Could it be nebulous, hazy, cloudy, not clear? No. We cannot work with a goal that is nebulous or undefined. So how our goal has to be? It should be good, it should be explicit, not implicit also. Explicit. We should have very good goals. So example, they say, when we see somebody going to, we see John went to a restaurant to have masala dosa. That is explicit. We will just say John went to a restaurant.